Yeah, how we doing?
Hello guys, Nuclear Dwarf here, also known as Lame, and today I have some Hardpoint gameplay to show you. We didn't play very well at all really, we got thrashed towards the end. I'll let you wait to see what happens, but basically it didn't really go that well. But anyways, enough of that, on to the commentary topic. Today's commentary topic is Eurovision Song Contest. So, if you don't really know what Eurovision Song Contest is, it's an annual singing competition held by people in Europe, countries in Europe, and each country who is partaking in that year's Eurovision will perform on live television a song, and they'll also perform it on radio as well because it gets broadcast all around the world on loads of different media fronts. After each country has sung their song, the voting begins, and each country rings in and tells the host country who won the Eurovision Song Contest the previous year the points that they're going to award to the other countries. There's been various different ways of calculating the votes. Some years it's been that there'll be a committee from each country and they'll say how many points each country's awarded, and other years it's just been purely on audience votes from the country. The voting system that we use now in Eurovision has been in place since 1975, and what happens is that countries are awarded a set of points from 1 to 8, then 10, and finally 12 points to each song in the competition, with the favourite song being awarded 12 points. So that was just a quick overview of what exactly Eurovision is for the people who don't know. We shall now go on to my experiences of Eurovision. So I'm quite lucky because most years Eurovision falls on my brother's birthday or there's some other event that happens, which has been the case for the past few years. So everybody's here all around the house anyways to celebrate those occasions and things like that. So everybody's here and we usually just all watch it together. There'll be my grandparents, my parents and my brother and sister will be there. There will be my uncle. He usually comes around. He's quite into it like me. Well, I wouldn't say into it, but find it fun to watch. Like this year, he decided to bet on it because he's 18, so he decided to see if he'd win some money on it. He didn't, but it was just for fun. He betted like a few pound on it, I think. We've been doing that for a few years now. Actually, no, a few years ago, I was on holiday, but for the past maybe 4 years, that's happened every year, and it's been quite good. And we've all got together and we've all like wrote down scores and things and guessed what other countries will give each other, and it's been quite good crack. This year's been a bit different though because I had TweetDeck open. I had my laptop downstairs and I had TweetDeck open and I was watching all of the feeds and things. We were all watching the feed of hashtag Eurovision and hashtag Eurovision 2013, and that was all quite good. And then I found out that Martin Littlewood, in the Littlewood on YouTube, and you know who he is, he's in the Yogscast, was doing a show called Euro Show, which apparently he did a few years ago and he did it again this year. So I was watching and listening to that as well as watching it at home and hearing everybody else's opinion on it at home, and of course Martin's opinion, and he had somebody else there with him, another friend of his from his radio days, and that was really good because he was quite funny. And then we had Graham Norton, who was commentating it over it for United Kingdom, and it was all quite good. We were all interacting with it and it was quite good. I was tweeting constantly, I was watching other people tweeting constantly on Facebook and all around the internet, all around the house really. It was really good atmosphere, really good night. So now I'm going to go on to what my friends think about Eurovision. So I've got a few friends, my closest friends, they don't really like the idea of Eurovision. They all think it's really staged and it's all fixed and things. And then I've got some other friends who watch it as well. I was actually tweeting them through the night and it was quite good. One of my friends who is quite skeptical about Eurovision, doesn't really like it, tweeted me and said anyone who is generally tweeting about Eurovision 2013 needs to take a hard look at their life. And now I don't really like this because I think Eurovision these days shouldn't be all... It's just a bit of fun. It's not something that he thinks it's all really serious and things. We're just having a bit of a laugh watching it and interacting with other people around the world and looking at what they think. So now I want to go on to why I enjoy watching Eurovision. I really just watch Eurovision because everybody else is watching it, and my uncle kind of like talks about it, so I watch it as well. And I just like the idea of everybody just getting together, all different countries, and performing in a competition, and I just think it's a really good idea, and I do enjoy it. But you are sitting there sometimes thinking, how the hell did this song get into the finals? Because I don't usually watch the semi-finals and things. The semi-finals are on before the week before, but I try not to watch those, so I have a surprise when I actually watch the finals with everybody else. So basically, I just watch Eurovision for fun. One thing I've noticed though in the past few years is that Eurovision has become a bit more political, and you find a lot of the time that when the votes are coming in at the end, that a lot of countries, a lot of like the ex-Russian countries, will vote for other ex-Russian countries. So like Belarus will vote for, say, Ukraine or Latvia because they're quite close to each other and they used to be part of Russia, the USSR. So you basically find that countries who like each other vote for each other, and countries who don't really like each other will not vote for each other. If there's conflict going on between two countries, they don't seem to vote for each other. Which isn't what Eurovision used to be. Apparently, Eurovision used to be if the song was good, then they would get lots of votes. But it's not really what it is now as what it used to be. An example of somebody who also agrees with me is this girl here on screen. You can see her tweet there. I tweeted her yesterday when Eurovision was on, or the other day when Eurovision was on, and that's what she said basically. I'm not reading that out. So if you missed what happened in Eurovision 2013, it turned out that Denmark won. Was it Denmark? Yeah, Denmark won, and it was quite funny because people were tweeting, "That's it over for this year. Well done, Denmark. GG," which I thought was quite funny and humorous. But yeah, Denmark won, which means next year Denmark will host Eurovision 2014. The song that they sung was quite good. It was by a girl called Emily De Forest, whose song was quite good. It's apparently reached some #1 in some places across the world, which is quite good. So my conclusion of Eurovision and conclusion of this commentary is that Eurovision at the moment is just a bit of fun. People take it a bit too seriously if they hate about it and all that stuff. But last night was, but the other night was really, but Saturday night was really good. Just a whole atmosphere of the whole place being really lit up, and partaking in the live stream where I actually got mentioned. I tweeted them #Euroshow, I think it was, and they read out one of my tweets saying, because I tweeted in saying that I'd voted for Ireland because my mother's Irish and she was there and she wanted just to vote just for the fun. So it's something just to take in, and I do enjoy Eurovision. It's quite a good part of the year. I will put some links in the description to some of the after party. But it was very good. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I hope you learned some things about Eurovision. I hope you can get a picture of what I think about Eurovision, which will be good if you do. So thank you very much for watching. This was Nuclear Dwarf. Bye!